Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, what's going on, guys? This is going to be my review for the Star Wars 1/2 scale BB-8. This little cutie is anything but little. It's a very, very big kit. It's bigger than I was expecting, actually, and it's a pretty cool kit. If you guys didn't see my live stream of this on Twitch, I streamed the entire building process of this. It took only about 2.5 hours to put the whole kit together, so it really doesn't take that long. If you guys saw the unboxing, it's just a lot of big parts for the most part. It's really not the most complicated kit. Really, while I was building it, I was kind of feeling like it's very similar, like building, like kind of if I imagine a Star Wars mega size kit. So like if you've ever built any of the mega size Gunpla kits, it's kind of similar like that, where you just have a lot of nice detail on there, but it's just a lot of really big parts going together to make this really big thing. So that's where the price is going to come in with this kit. It's not cheap, but basically what you're getting is just a lot of plastic in there. There's just a lot of these really big, huge parts, and it does have an LED in there as well. It has the nice big clear base part there for us. So definitely some nice features, and we'll take a look around the whole kit here in just a minute. But just want to say a huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for supplying me with this kit to share with you guys. So you can check out this kit. Actually, USA Gundam Store has it on their site now at the moment on sale for $156. So you can get that, and you can use my coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10, save 10%. So that's $15 off. Definitely not bad. I would say if it's going to be worth it, that's something that you're going to have to decide for yourself over the course of this review. I think hopefully this review will be helpful for you guys if you're interested in buying this kit or interested in possibly buying this kit, because it is a big chunk of change to drop on a kit, but it is a pretty fun and pretty big kit, I think. So if you're a big fan of BB-8 or a big fan of Star Wars, I would definitely say watch on. Now, I suppose you guys are probably interested in the size of this kit. So here it is compared with a 1/44 scale high grade kit, the Gundam Mark II down there, and then a 1/60 scale perfect grade kit, which is going to be just still coming up short in terms of height comparison here. And just in terms of cost comparison, actually, while we're here, the Strike Gundam retails for about the same amount. So if you're just considering that in terms of like kind of the complexity of the build, obviously something like a perfect grade kit going to be much more complex build, going to take a lot longer to put together. But again, it just comes down to the amount of plastic that's in the box, and this kit does have a lot. There's also other factors to keep in mind, of course, like the Star Wars licensing fees and things like that that Bandai has to pay, and then of course that will add to the price as well. So first thing about the base, I just wanted to show this to you. You can see it's just in this clear plastic. We'll just lay BB-8 down to the side there for a minute because he's going to be rolling around all over the place. So it's just this big hunk of clear plastic with some very large gates on it. So when you're clipping off those gates, you're undoubtedly going to have some nub marks left over. You can probably see those around on here. So probably what I'll end up doing with this is painting it anyway, but if you want to keep this clear, definitely probably get some sort of polishing agent or something to help you with those, because you're going to have nub marks. You do get this big sticker. This Star Wars logo there is molded into the plastic, but you get a sticker to stick over that to make it black. Sticker looks okay, again, from a distance, as they do. Looking at it up close, it definitely looks just like a sticker, so I would definitely recommend probably just painting that or something. But the main thing here is that it has a track in the bottom. So on the bottom of our BB-8 here, we have this like little peg there, and that will just fit in the track, and that will allow you to have it a little bit tilted. So basically you have a little bit of articulation of the kit in the way that you can like tilt it side to side, as he often looked when he's rolling around or doing some different things in the movie. So another thing you might be wondering is how hollow is this, or how complex is it actually on the inside? Again, if you watch the Twitch stream, you see that basically the inner core of it is just these big, huge pieces that go together. And there's a lot of empty space there, and then basically you build each one of these orange circles. There's 6 of them. You build each one of those, and you put those on first, and then you put in these kind of white triangular pieces in between there, and then you build the head last. So each one of these little orange circle parts is different, with some nice detail on there. Each one has a little clear parts on there. I think each one had them. Like this one has a tiny little clear blue and a tiny little clear red part. And like going around here, this one had like a clear red part, a clear blue part here. Up on the underside, there's that one there, this one here. And so they're all different, which is cool. But if you wanted to go in and wire some LEDs within the body there to light up some of those little clear parts and things like that, you definitely could. There's a lot of space in there. Now let's talk about a couple of the gimmicks here on the body. So here on this panel, we have this little latch that will open up. Now watch this carefully, because when you open this up, it will actually slide out this little bit here, and you can just pull that out the rest of the way. And in here is where we have our map chip piece. And if you saw in the movie, if you remember from the movie, BB-8 is carrying the little map chip there, which has the map to Luke Skywalker in this really nice detailed piece that comes out. But again, most of the stuff that's on the inside of this kit, there's not really a whole lot of detail on anything under these panels. Basically just these parts that will actually come out and show. So you can, of course, take this little piece out. It's just a separate piece, which just plugs into there. Just all white, one tiny little piece here, and you'll definitely have to do some painting on that. And also, even on the underside, it's just hollow there. So it's just kind of meant with this little peg to just be plugged into here. It plugs into there pretty securely, then you can just pop that back in, and that will just close the door behind it. And there you go. The other opening panel here is over on this side, and this one also, you'll just fold open, and you kind of pull that out as well. So that door will slide out and open. You can see we have some nice detail inside there, but it's not in any color, it's just white. And you can see here's the port where we're gonna plug the arm. So you have three different options. The first one you have is just the utility arm, which is the simplest one. It's just this little thing with this little hook here. I don't remember when he used this in the movie actually, but this little bit folds out like that, and then it can just pop into the body like so. And you've got that little utility arm. Now that's the simplest one. And then we have the zapper arm. Now this is one of the few parts that actually has a couple stickers on it. So this orange bit around here and this silver bit on the main part there, those are actually stickers. Then we have this really cool like little lightning shock effect part here for this. So to plug this one on, we actually have this other extension piece for this. So you just plug it onto there and then plug it into there. And then you got your BB-8. Can you do this little shock thing? And this, you can change the angle of this here up and down like that. You can rotate that as you like, and then you can just rotate the whole thing at the base there, and that's pretty much it in terms of the articulation of that. Then if we take this part off, and then we take this piece here, this is the burner arm because it has that nice little blue flame on there. Very probably BB-8's best moment in the movie series when he gives the little flame thumbs up there to Finn. So again, this one has a little orange sticker that wraps around that. Also a silver sticker here for this one. There is meant to be a couple other small stickers here on this. As you can see the sticker sheet here, there's a few of those small little ones that I didn't bother putting on. The stickers are okay for this kit, but really honestly not that great. You can throw those on there if you like, but I just didn't really bother. I just threw a few of them on there just so you guys can get the idea. But most of those are basically going on these accessory arms, and really only a couple of them going on the actual body of the BB-8. Everything that you're seeing there on the BB-8 itself actually doesn't have any stickers on it at all. So with this one as well, you can just adjust the angle of that up and down. It just plugs into the body there. And there you go, you're all set. So that's pretty much all there is in terms of like weapons or accessories with this kit, basically. Now let's take a look at the head. Obviously, as you would imagine, the head is able to rotate around, and that's pretty much it. Let me just pop this off to show you guys this here. Like on the bottom of the kit, there's just a big peg here you can stick the head onto. So on the underside of the kit, we even got some nice detail there. And again, just going around the outside of this is all just separate parts, so some really nice part separation there. We have the two antennas. They're in like kind of like softer plastic. This thicker one doesn't really bend much, but you can see this one will kind of bend, so that's pretty cool. Here for the eyes, those are they look like just really high gloss black, but it's actually clear black, so we will get some light shining through that. If you open up the head, it's pretty easy to do that. As you can see, very hollow on the inside, and it's actually meant to take a different LED unit, the LED unit that has two LEDs for it. I think those retail for around 20 bucks each, so you'd have to add, if you wanted to have this head fully lit up with 4 additional LEDs in there, you'd have to buy 2 of those sets, so add another $40 onto the price. That's pretty ridiculous, I have to say. It's kind of a shame that they didn't just make some sort of custom LED setup available for this kit, or even included with this kit, make the price of the kit $20, $30 extra. With that LED set included, I think would have been fine. But we do at least get one LED with this, and it's in here for the eye. The main eye here is easy enough to take off. And then on the back, we can see is just our standard Bandai LED unit here. And in this case, it's actually a red LED. So if you wanted to not use this with this kit and give this to a different Gundam kit or something like that, you definitely could if you wanted to have a red LED for one of your Gunpla kits. So that just goes into there, and then the eye, you can just pop this back in, easy enough. Then you have that really cool effect of there, and I was worried about how that was going to look with like the clear black. I thought it's really not going to light up that eye very well, but it actually lights it up in a way that looks really realistic to how it looks like actually in the movie. It's not like the whole eye is completely lit up, it's just a little part of it like that. So I think they recreated that really, really well, and I would imagine what they did is basically that's pretty much exactly what they did with the actual models used in the movie, is what I would assume. So that would be my guess as to where Bandai got the idea to do it in that way. So that is pretty much going to do it here for my review of the half-scale BB-8. Really, really cool kit. It's just for the size of it. I think, like, again, if you're a fan of the robot, a fan of Star Wars, this just makes for a really cool, just kind of big display piece to just have it this size. If you wanted to, like, if you're the kind of person who maybe likes collecting this kind of like Star Wars memorabilia, especially like props or something like that, or like scale replicas of like props from the movies, things like that. This is a really cool display piece, I think, to have. Definitely going in and doing some painting on this, at least some panel lining to bring out all the nice details on that is going to be, I think, a big plus. It's going to make it look so much better. Obviously, I haven't done it yet just for the sake of the review, but it's going in, doing some panel lining, even just fully painting it, giving it a little bit of dirt to it to make it look a little bit more realistic. I think it's going to look a lot better. I gotta say, painting this kit, I think it's going to make it look so much better, but at the same time, not looking forward to it because it's just very huge. So it's going to take a long time just painting those gigantic panels on this kit. It's just a lot of refilling and refilling and refilling and refilling the paint cup to go over all of that. But anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to look much better once it's painted. We'll get to that eventually. In the meantime, again, a huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for agreeing to letting me have a go at this kit. I was really interested in trying it out just because of its size, and it's quite unique. And so it's really fun to just build something so different. And at this scale, it's really cool. So definitely, like I said, it only took me about 2.5 hours to put together. Not that long, but it's a really fun and interesting experience. I would say you definitely could take your time with it a lot more. I was going pretty quickly because I wanted to just try to finish it in one go. But just to finish up, we'll go back to the original question is if you really think it's going to be worth the price. Again, it's around $150. Not cheap, but again, it's pretty much just going to be up to you. I think, you have to kind of put your own consideration into that now that you've seen everything here, whether you're going to think that that's really worth it for you. So if you do, and you do want to buy it, and you're living in the US, do check out USA Gundam Store's site. Their page is down below. The link to the page, I should say, in the description. And again, if you guys do have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below, or check out the live stream that I did of this on Twitch. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey! Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to check the kit out for yourself, you can head over to USA Gundam Store. Use that coupon code ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10%. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.